Welcome back. In this section, I'll introduce you to some specific methodologies under the Agile umbrella. The most popular of these by far is Scrum. So, in this video, I'll briefly discuss the origins of Scrum and discuss the basics of Scrum methodology. So, what is Scrum? But before going into that, remember it's not an acronym. If you have ever played or watched rugby, you may recognize what this picture is. Yes, this is what we call a scrum. Scrum refers to a formation in rugby where all of the players on the team lean forward, lock their heads together, and then work as one unit to try and gain the precious yards towards the scoring line. The originators of the Scrum methodology saw their team as a heads down group working very closely together to get that ball down the field just like a scrum in a rugby match. So, how does the Scrum methodology work as a project management methodology? I'll give you a brief overview here. If you work in agile project management, it's highly likely that you will use Scrum or an approach that is based on Scrum. According to Simform, in 2021, 70% of the teams using agile methods were using Scrum or a hybrid. When you use Scrum for project management, you form a team that will work together to quickly develop and test a deliverable. The work is completed in short cycles, and the team meets daily to discuss the current tasks and clear up anything that's blocking their progress. First, let's talk about some terms and concepts specific to Scrum. The backlog is the central artifact in Scrum, where all possible ideas, deliverables, features, or tasks are captured for the team to work on. It's prioritized and proactively managed by the team continuously throughout the life cycle of the project. The next term is the sprint. Scrum teams work in sprints. It is a time box period usually ranging between 2 to 4 weeks. But usually, a sprint is 2 weeks long, that is, 10 working days. This is often called the iteration. And then there's a practice called the daily scrum, also called the stand up. This is where the team meets for 15 minutes or less every day of the sprint to inspect their progress towards their goal. But why do we call it a stand up meeting? Usually, this meeting is taken when all the team members are standing. This prevents the meeting getting dragged more than 15 minutes. Because as you know, no one wants to stand up for so long. Next are the roles, the first of which is the Scrum Master. Scrum Master is responsible for ensuring that the team lives agile values and principles, follows the processes and practices that the team agreed to, sharing information to the larger project team, and they also help the team focus on doing their best work. The other notable role in Scrum is the product owner, who is responsible for maximizing the value of the product and the work of the team. The product owner owns the inventory of the work and has the final say on how to prioritize the work. The product owner will be the person to take the final decision on what task to complete first. And the development team is responsible for how a team will deliver that product. But why is Scrum so popular? Scrum is popular for many reasons. First, it has clear roles and responsibilities for the members on the team while continuously emphasizing the power of the team as a whole. Scrum has very regular and predictable meetings and delivery schedules with predefined agendas and outcomes for the meetings, making it easy to teach the new members. It supports and reinforces the agile values and principles while adding some structure and foundations that help the new agile teams get started and more experienced teams get better. And it's all free and open for all to use. Since it's the most commonly used agile delivery framework, there's also a huge amount of guidance and support online, as well as Scrum specific training and certifications. If you visit scrum.org website, you can find the certifications that you can obtain for Scrum. Scrum lends itself best to the following types of projects and teams. Ideally, a Scrum team should be cross functional. with around 3 to 9 team members. Some call this a pizza sized team because it has the same amount of people who could share a large pizza. If the team is too small, you might not have the diversity of skills to get the work done. If the team is too large, it gets hard to distribute information. Lastly, Scrum works best for projects where the team and the management are open minded, adaptable, and value continuously learning how to be a better team. Trying to force a team to do Scrum will almost always fail. Did you notice that in all of these examples, I never once mentioned the word software? Although Scrum emerged from software projects, people have adapted Scrum to suit all kinds of projects, from wedding planning to house moves to building rockets. Now you know some of the key characteristics of Scrum and which types of projects can really benefit from it. It's an exciting method, and while we have much more to discuss before you can fully implement Scrum, we'll first discuss a few other popular agile methodologies. Learning about these approaches will help you become a well rounded, versatile member of any project team. So, what are you waiting for? Meet me in the next video.